We're live.
That's right. We are.
What are they going to mute us for?
Copyright.
Oh, shit. We do not own the rights to this music.
After the podcast, though, I can just cut it out before we upload
Oh, okay.
it.
All right. Forget
So
it.
it won't matter.
That's good. Good. You still see me?
Yeah.
Sweet.
People get on here.
Can you feel it now? Wonders forever. And I feel it now.
Oh, shit.
There we go.
And I feel it now. Wonders forever. Can you feel it now?
Can you feel it now?
Warning, if you're faint of heart or easily offended, this show is not for you.
I don't give a damn about what you saying, bitch, you in the way. Closed case, my nigga beat the charge just like yesterday. In your face, I'ma go hard and make sure you see the cake. Keep the pace, ain't no one fucking with me, this not a race. Doing the shit that I want, I'm never gonna stop, I'm never gonna give in. Making my way to the top, I told you to ride, I told you to get in. Now you can't eat out my pot, it's filled to the top, and I'm about to dig in. You say I was doing you wrong.
Welcome to the Go Rogue Podcast. I'm Roger Stout. This is Hans
Yo.
Berquist. And we don't have a guest this week because I was busy. And by the time I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I'll reach out to somebody. And I feel like it's kind of rude to be like, hey, you want to come on the show tomorrow? Like, yeah, I just waited till the last minute. So
So
you know
he
what?
asked me.
that's
So
right.
he asked me, and I accepted.
It's what's up, Furman? Is we got so many people on different platforms, so that's YouTube, and then we're on Facebook, on my Facebook, your Facebook, Go Rogue
Everybody's
Podcast Facebook. The only thing we're not on is Instagram. We're on Twitter, and no bully people like Twitter. So
Oh,
it
what
just-
are they called? Xers? What is it called now?
X. Oh yeah, you're not allowed to call it Twitter anymore, are you? But anyway,
I don't
tonight
know.
we're just going to bullshit with you guys. So throw your comments in. We'll get on a subject. Maybe talk about whatever you want. Litters, tell us what you're doing. Even we want to see what you're up to, see what you're breeding to, what you're making. So
Ooh.
we are you're going, right? Yeah, you're going. So we're all trying to get ready to go to Rumble in the Jungle.
Oh yeah.
Which means we're all running around like wild people. So you're you said 3 litters on the ground right now?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, y'all brave.
Yeah, it's
What's
this
that thing?
bully world, breeding lifestyle is it's peaks and valleys. You try your damnedest to make certain breedings hit. You do everything the right way, take all precautions. You pay the extra, do surgical inseminations, and constant communication with stud owners. But there's always third parties that have their hand in what you have going on, like FedEx.
Your favorite people. What's up, Phil?
Yeah. So certain brings packages come late, and you miss those breedings. And
So you went from previously you did so many breedings a few months ago, and they all missed.
yep.
To now you have 3 that just all hit.
Yeah. So we the amount of effort we put in for the previous 3 breedings, the constant progesterone testing, all that running back and forth to the vet, taking all the precautions, like I said, scheduling surgicals. These 3 were like, you know what? I'm burnt out. Samantha's burnt out. We're like, we're just gonna wing it. And they all took.
And you probably bred the 3 just thinking, okay, one of them's not going to take, or 2 of them's
Right.
not going to take.
Right.
What's up, Kim?
No, they all took. Yeah.
Yeah, so you think, oh, they're not going to take, so and then they all 3 take.
Yeah. So our house is filled with puppies.
That's right. What's up, Christopher? What's up, John? How you guys doing? Hey, you know what? I turned my fan off. I'm gonna sweat my fat ass off. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's Samantha's an animal, unlike any other. The fact that she can manage that.
There we go. What's up, John? So, yeah. So I got a spoiled dog in the other room. I'm hoping he's quiet enough. I got him like in the back.
Spoiled dog?
Oh, yes. Dino's. He's 8 weeks.
Oh, I
and
know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Spoiled. Well, I mean, every dog at your house is spoiled.
This is true.
I'm just gonna.
But no,
throw
this
that out
is our Ice Age son. That is not a Merle. He's just blue tri. So we're keeping an eye on him. You always keep him close.
But see, that's the thing about Ice Age. You don't necessarily breed to him because he's Merle. He's got so much more to offer.
Right. No, you breed to him because he's a fucking monster. I mean, that dog is seriously. We weighed him at the vet today. I think he was 81 pounds or something like that.
Really?
And he's just turned a year old. So like this dog's stupid. Like I gotta get him thinned out. Maybe he's a little fat. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, he's a hog. He's a big boy.
Big boy.
But he can move.
Now, what we did today was we went to the vet because we called and we said, who of our dogs have not had Bordetella lately? Like who, if anybody. And come to find out, there was a couple of dogs that hadn't had it. And since we're getting ready to go to a big giant show,
yeah,
for sure. So yeah, today we end up taking 3 dogs to the vet and get updated on their Bordetella just to make sure, because not only know how many shows that we've been to, we end up sick. No, we're not.
And just so for all the new people out there, the Bordetella is not a type of mushroom. It's an actual vaccination to help prevent kennel cough and things of that. It's equivalent to like the flu shot for people.
Yeah, for dogs. And then last time we went to Texas, we were all worried about the dogs getting sick.
Oh
and
my God.
Everyone else got sick. The humans all got sick.
Well, no, one dog did get sick.
One dog did get sick.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
your
dog.
boy. Yeah, blowed snot everywhere.
Yeah.
What's up, Chino? If you guys have questions, just want to bullshit what you're doing, let whatever you want to throw in the comments tonight. The gloves are off. Just don't talk about Han. Don't say whatever you're going to say about him.
I'm here. I will respond.
We're open for conversation this evening for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you got I'm assuming so it's just you going to Texas, since we all know if Samantha left you there with 3 litters, that wouldn't happen. That wouldn't work.
I'd be dead. Everyone else would be alive, but I'd be dead.
Like she's the only one that's going to get left at home with 3 litters.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. She'd rather be home with puppies, anyways.
Oh, me too, 100%.
She loves it.
I really planned on keeping the schedule fairly clear this year and just be like, you know what? I'm just not going anywhere. And then here I am going anywhere. Tapping in from the whelping box.
Salute you, sir. Salute you.
Brand new. I think his pups are what? 3 days old, maybe 4.
Sure.
Sam.
That's right, John. Samantha is an animal. Yeah.
So how old are your litters? Because you got
2 weeks, a week, and 2 days.
Nice. Fernando tapping in
Oh,
from Brazil.
Brazil.
4
I think
days.
that's how you pronounce it. Oh, 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are hands full.
Time to go to mush.
4 days? Yeah.
That's like the most
Hey,
important thing for me. I'm like mush.
I think you're you have a better chance of like giving them like kefir or like liquid yogurt than mush. Cottage
Usually not.
cheese, probably.
Usually about 3 weeks, I start introducing it. Like, please eat this, But then usually by 4 weeks, they're good. They're off mom.
We had pups that did not like the mush phase. They wanted straight to hard kibble.
I've experienced that myself. Well, not hard, but softened kibble. But yeah, they didn't want the mushy shit. They wanted food.
Yeah.
So Dina's like that 8-week-old puppy. Dina's still trying to soften his food, and I'm like, you don't need to soften his food.
He's
She's still
8
trying to
weeks
do it.
old.
I'm like, he's 8
Is
weeks old.
she chewing it for him too?
She's like soaking the dog food, and then she puts it in the kennel with him. What does he do? He don't eat it, and then he runs in the kitchen and he eats hard food. I'm like, just like we just
give him hard food. That's what he wants.
Yeah, if she had her way,
Give
he'd
him
go
what he
raw.
wants. Yeah.
He wants
Some
that-
people swear by that, giving raw to pups.
Oh no, she wants that. She just wants to make a dog big and chunky.
Their
Yes,
bully's supposed to be big.
4 days now. Oof,
Yeah.
that's the critical time. The heat lamp, the no sleep. You're still on 2 hours, right?
Samantha, yeah, she's like, she don't need an alarm, bro. She's like wakes up like the Undertaker, bro, out of bed. Like every 2 hours. I'm like, okay, I'm going back to sleep.
Dina does not function well on 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like for her, she'll stay up all night. Like we'll take shifts. Like I'll sleep for a while. She'll stay up.
Yeah.
I'll still go to bed when she's in the bedroom. I go 2 hours, I feed, boom, I'm out again. I set an alarm and then I get up and feed. But she can't do it. So she just stays up all night. Craziness.
Oof.
Craziness.
Yeah,
So what do you got?
can't
Who
do
else?
that
Anybody in here this evening going to Rumble? Anybody going to Rumble?
Let's go there.
Anybody else is going to Rumble? When are you leaving?
Tomorrow morning to go grab Carl and then head out to Indiana to meet up with Brad and Joshua. And then we're going to hopefully meet up with you guys and Brian in Kentucky somewhere.
What's up, Chino?
Caravan. What's up,
All
Chino?
right. We got
Jose
some
will be at
Rumble.
Rumble.
We have some Rumble attendees in here for sure. I don't know what my booth number is.
Really?
So don't ask me.
Yeah.
No clue. I know it's one.
It's either 22 or they're right next to each other.
Okay.
22 and 184, I think.
All right. Well, there we go. That's where I'll be. Right there. Did I put his up there?
There
Well,
you
first
go.
one, we know he's going.
The cowboy, the motherfucking cowboy.
He ain't missing it for nothing.
No,
Yeah, just
it's gonna be a hell of a show. There's gonna be the best dogs in the world showing up there. All kinds, all classes, all varieties,
Say what? Oh, picking up Willie and then to Dallas. Wilcoxley says booths 145, 46, 47, and 48.
Go check them out.
Jeez. Why do you need so many booths?
Baller.
He's like, he wanted to do it up big.
Yeah.
Is that all under roof? You got that all under, like, I think we'll have a tablecloth.
Hey, you know what though? The most important thing, you're bringing some fucking bulls.
That's right. Bring it. I'm pretty
You know
sure.
what I mean?
I just do what I'm told, but I'm pretty sure it's Mac, 7, and
Ice Age.
Ice Age. There we go. That dog.
Yeah. That dog.
Is anyone? Joe Mills wants to know: is anyone going to?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure there's gonna be hundreds of lives
Yeah,
going on.
he does. He doesn't necessarily organize a live himself, though, does he?
I'm not sure. I think prior Rumbles, when he had the that big screen that
Mhm.
he had made a post about, I think he had a constant live feed go for the ring. So
Right.
it fed that big TV, but I don't think he's not doing the TV this year.
Ray Wilson, what's up, brother? Yeah. Now they do. I don't know. I keep hearing like when they doing their stack offs and stuff. He does them in the ring, or he has a stage.
I believe there's the ring, and then there's a table, a row of stack tables.
Well, that's what we're going to put 7 on table.
You're gonna have to put them on sideways because that table ain't enough for him.
I'm like table dog. I don't know about that.
Yeah, no.
Try.
I mean, it was like King Arthur's table.
Yeah. He says he puts them in the ring. Puts them in the
There you
ring.
go.
Interesting, because you were used to that elevated view of the dogs. You know, everybody's kind of
Right.
with the dog's chest, but this is different. Stack tables are for friendly stack offs. That's an interesting friendly stack offs. Joe Milton.
Friendly, huh?
Better
It's
be.
like an oxymoron.
I'm like, ain't no stack offs friendly. I see y'all out there yelling at each other. Wilcox
Now,
big
if it's for
train.
pictures, see, I don't think there's a friendly stack off. Everybody who's in there wants, they want to have the better dog. But if you're doing stuff for pictures,
yeah,
maybe that's really no like cloud of competition hanging over. Just we're gonna take pictures.
That's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And there's going to be some specific stack offs, though. I hear there's some Golden Child stack offs, and
well, he's got enough offspring. I think he could do a whole show just G blood
friendly fry stack offs. He said. Let's see, Roger Stout. Man, brother, what is this? Best in Kennedy salute. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They want to
Thank you, Gina.
There we go. They want to interview you. They
Why?
said how hey, that's what we're doing tonight. How long has Hans been involved with the American Bully, and how did he get introduced into the breed? There you go.
Oh man. Are you guys ready to go to sleep?
Get it.
So I grew up in Long Beach, California, and it was 2002, 2003 when I was introduced into the American Bully. My buddy was sitting his older brother's dog, and I went over to hang out, and he came outside with this big ass pocket fucking monster. The biggest dog I ever seen in my life. And back then, there were pit bulls. Like, damn, bro, that's the biggest pit I ever fucking seen. Blue nose, all that, I mean. But he corrected me at that time and said, no, this is a West Coast Gotti. This is a West Coast Gotti pit. All right, cool. So then, it's like when you buy a new car or a new to you car, you start seeing that car everywhere you go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, once I was introduced into the American Bully, I saw bullies everywhere I went, and I've always loved the breed since the very first time I saw him back in, that was over 20 years ago. So I always try to find my own, like, do the Google search, big ass pit bulls for sale, and I always came up short. They were actual pit bulls, and am staffs, and
getting what you was asking for.
Yeah, I know. Literally, they literally pulled up what I was typing, but You know, so I've had some staffies, I've had some pits, corsos, and it wasn't until I met my fiance when she has been breeding since 2012, and when we met, you know, she said she breeds dogs, and I'm like, that's cool. You know, I've always had a dog. I love dogs. And when she told me they were American bullies, you know, I already had like a thing for her.
Yeah.
But when she said American bullies, I was like, oh
There
yeah,
you
you're
go.
the one. You're the one. You know, and ever since then, it's been nonstop.
Been a crazy
You
ride.
know, it's been a crazy ride.
I know you had to have done this, so I'm just going to ask you. Hindsight, you look back and you looked at today, and you ever asked yourself, you know, if I knew then what I know now,
Oh, of course, bro.
you know what I mean?
Of course.
Like I wouldn't
would-
change it for the world, but at the same time, if I knew back then all the shit I would go through in the process, I
Right.
don't know if that me back then would have done it. Now, me today, I completely justify every step, like everything, every side of
Yeah.
this thing. I'm just like, it'll be all right.
I would, you know, man, I would probably our biggest well, in my opinion, the biggest iconic dog in the American Bully is Dax, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's created so many different bloodlines, right? What people have done breeding to that dog, creating their own bloodline. Those looks they're so deeply embedded in whatever blood they crossed when they bred to Dax, right? Lucky, you can spot a Lucky dog 5 generations later. You can see a Magoo muscle tone dog generations later. It just goes on and on with Louis V. You know, it has that stamp, that Louis V stamp, right? So if I go back in the day, I'd take all these different, you know, variations of Bully and breed them all to Dax.
Yeah.
Create different, you know, 8 different bloodlines and just
So
go off of that, you know.
now the question is, did you guys see the video? Someone posted a video of Dax, right? And they said,
Yeah.
this, if you know, looking at this video now, would you breed to this male now? You know what I mean? They showed like the old video, the old picture,
Yeah, right.
video of Dax walking around, right? And commonly and realistically, a lot of people were like, no, you know, they wouldn't today's standard, no. But back then, Dax was something different. You know what I
It was
mean?
different.
There
Right.
wasn't any dogs like him. But those people back then identified whether what they did or didn't like about
Mhm.
Dax. They still found him a valuable tool because he represented something. He presented something to the breed that wasn't there previously for the most part.
Right.
So,
Right. And it, you know, I mean, these dogs that you have in circulation, these studs that you have in circulation, they're all a combination of what he brought to the breed. You
Yeah.
know. So would I breed to Dax? Nah, sure. Why not? Look
It
what
worked
it's
back then.
created. Look what it's created, you know. All these years later, look what it's created. So
Yeah, of course. But you know, I think there's always been, well, I mean, people who were critical of Dax back then. So those same
Right.
people that were critical back then are still critical today. So
I mean,
undeniable though, what the boy had.
any heavily used and utilized stud is criticized.
Of course.
It's always like, it's always split 50-50. People love them, people hate them, you
Right.
know, and that's never going to change. But you know what? One thing it's going to be very hard for you later on to try to breed your program with a dog that doesn't have that in his ped.
It's gonna be tough to
Yeah.
find for sure. But the good thing is that they split off. I mean, you have all these Dax sons, and they all had distinctive looks. They look different.
Right.
So
Right.
down the road. Like it's not technically an outcross because it all leads back to Dax. But so Day One Bully Kennels wants to know what are your takes on prenatal vitamins, and I'm like, yeah, for sure. I do Oxymate. Oxymate, and then we do some what is it? That stuff.
Folic acid.
There you go.
Greek.
That's
Yeah.
what I like. Yeah. See, you have a functional memory. You're probably
There's
you're about 10 years younger than me, right?
There's no, bro. No, I think we're about 5-6 years apart.
Really? I'm
yeah.
50. I know I
You're
don't.
what?
I'm 50.
Oh shit. No, about 7 years apart.
Yeah, see? I know I don't look 50, but I am.
You don't look 50.
73. I don't act 50 either.
There's I guess there's a lot of controversy going on today in the bully community.
What?
Yeah.
What
I'm surprised.
Did I miss
And I
something?
think one of them is in regards to like prenatal vitamins. Actually,
Oh, really?
yeah, like
Joe Mills.
preventing certain things.
No chance you're 50.
You
I
can't
mean,
prevent shit.
It's
Just so you know.
scientifically proven that folic acid helps prevent defects.
Helps.
I mean,
It
if the dog
doesn't
just
completely eradicate. It does not completely
No.
eradicate defects,
but it will
it
help.
helps, right? But you can't guarantee shit.
That's all right.
Nature is going to do what nature does. Genetics are going to do what genetic does. You know, especially if you're crossing two things that genetically have never seen each other, it's going to create something new, and that might be compounding certain issues from each parent. You know, you don't know.
That's right.
But yeah, there's this whole debacle on I can't see shit, bro.
I'm trying to get it to focus.
Is that your mugshot?
Yeah. I wonder why my focus sucks. There you go. Look at that.
Damn.
Boom.
Yes, sir.
Look at that.
73. So you're 9. I can't count, bro. It's too late in the day.
Hmm.
I can't math right now, brother.
And I'm not.
I can't math.
I'm not a West Virginia native either.
The hung paper top, I have no idea, but I'm from some reason it says it's from Alabama.
What's the
I don't
home
know.
paper talk today?
Anybody know? You go ahead and comment, because
Yeah.
no idea. But
So we had Would You Breed the Dax, which is where we got that.
Absolutely.
We got the prenatal conversation, which no, it doesn't fix everything, but you should definitely use prenatal vitamins.
right, it does help. You know, it does decrease the chances of getting clefts. Right.
Let's see. James says, I love Dax and would breed him all day. I post stuff that will bring good conversation and other
Yep.
opinions. No hater drama over here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen any hate or bullshit come out of James Martinez. So
No.
salute you, sir.
The I guess I'm an old man. I don't know. Hey, 50 is a new 30, bro.
Yeah, because people are supposed to live to 147 now, right?
I'm not. I'm a 3D print myself a new
Bro,
body.
I'll tell you right now. I hope I don't make 70.
Salute. You don't. Oh, I don't want to be miserable. You know what I mean?
I hope I don't make fucking 70 years old, bro. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I know it's a terrible thing to say, but
But
fuck
no.
that. I wake up in pain and decrepit. I'll be 43. I already wake up mentally decrepit, so
Oh
I can
no!
only imagine what I'll be at 70.
First thing in the morning, don't talk to me. Like don't even
Yeah.
be in my area. I need time to. Like
I
my
need
body
my-
wakes up, and my brain's like, I need another 20.
Yeah, bro. I need my eens. I call them my eens. My caffeines and my nicotines.
Yeah. I wonder,
Yeah,
should we do that from now on the podcast? Should we peruse the Facebook to see what the common
Well, I mean, we can.
posts are, and be like, hey, this week we're talking about dogs.
Yeah, but are we just feeding into the
Well,
drama?
that's
Are
true
we
too,
feeding
right? You
into
don't
the
want to breed into
bullshit?
the drama. But I'm thinking if there is drama, maybe we could bring some factual information to it.
Mm,
Not
I
the
got
same.
you. I got you.
Hold
That
on.
sounded like a bike bell, bro.
Yeah, that's my text messages. For some reason. Hold on right here.
Yes, sir. James Martinez is a good dude.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm not saying he was trying to start any shit
Oops.
by any means. Just saying I saw the post. Good luck. I'll live to be 100 years old.
Sorry,
I don't know,
Brandon.
dude. I don't know. 'Cause
Sorry.
what really, where is it? Like, it seems like, I've seen some really functional 80-year-olds, and then I've seen
Yeah.
some 65-year-olds that are not in good shape. So,
See, but I think the key is to don't stop.
oh yeah, for sure.
You don't ever sit idle. They say to rest and catch up on sleep and all this good shit. I mean, that sounds great. But it's always the dudes that are been working, 17 hours a day for fucking 74 years that live to be 125,
Nice. Who else has got puppies on the ground? I know I got one in here that does. Someone else does. Ray Wilson doesn't now, I don't think. I think his is older now. Chino.
Yes. Damn.
Father is 103.
Woo.
Holy shit. That was awesome.
Yeah, she's
Ain't no way I'm
That-
living that long.
grandfather's more gangster than everyone in this freaking podcast. Damn. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Mr.
Oh, the
Chime in.
goat.
Just hit 8 weeks this past Saturday. Nice. That's that. 8 weeks. It's not 8 weeks. I don't kick them out of the house at 8 weeks, but
I don't think you kick him out of the house, period, bro.
sometime
I don't-
after 8 weeks, I'm just like, you know what?
I don't know.
You're going to have to go out.
Sometime after like 6 months old,
Hmm.
7 months old.
No, there's a period when it's still the full amount of puppies that I
Okay.
set up a playpen situation out in the kennel and just be like,
Yeah.
y'all got to go. Just because cleaning up poop is so much easier when they're on that floor out there, right? I
See
can
that?
just
So
move
so
all
what
the
you're
stuff,
saying,
lay the floor down.
what you're saying is 8 weeks is equivalent to 18 years old.
Yes. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my house.
You have to get a job, son.
Yeah.
No, they go out there, it's nice out there. It's not like I'm
Yeah.
kicking them out, but it's just so much easier to clean because you got their little playpen set up, and then I can put them in my kennels, the little, kennels I got in the back of the building, and then spray out their situation and squeegee it out and then put them back in there. It's just so much easier than
So
cleaning
much
up a
and
whelping
quicker.
box every day.
And quicker. Yeah.
Have you ever tried the 10-way shot for puppies? I don't know how many ways ours is. I don't know.
Nine
We
and
go to
one.
the vet.
5 and 1.
Yeah, there's like a 5-and-1 or something like that.
Yeah.
We always go.
I have not.
I don't trust myself.
no.
So.
No 10-way. I have not. I don't know any good or bad about it. I have not. If you have experience with it, please share. Colin Cowherd, damn.
I don't know what that is.
That's a positive thing.
Is it? Well, good.
I hope so. I don't know.
Good. Ray Wilson said he uses the 9-way himself.
9-way.
There was a conversation a couple of months ago about the 10-way. Oh, it was right when all the dogs were getting sick and everyone was scared to
Oh.
go there. And someone said something about the 10-way, and everyone's like looking for the 10-way now. We have done 20-way.
Damn, Alicia, you're an overachiever. 10-way, stupid typing. I got you.
I was
I was
like,
about to say, man, you's like,
she did 2
Woo.
10-ways. She was like,
she's
double shot your ass.
like, oh yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna top that.
oh,
Yeah,
And-
your puppy's eating hard food at 4 weeks, 2 days old. Put shove this kibble in their mouth, 2 days
they're like,
old.
eat this. You have teeth. Eat it. But that's why one of the reasons, like I told you I had a couple of projects for the 3D printer, but then I have a couple more like product design ideas
Yeah.
for the whelping box. And this lets me like prototype it and put it in the kennel and in the whelping box and see if it works. And then if it's something like everybody says, yeah, hell yeah, I'd like to have one of those, then maybe
Right.
we go to injection molding and try to get some.
Nice.
This
I
is
like it.
the nasal one. I can't remember.
Hmm.
This is the 10-way. Are those shots or are they just up the nose? I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
Somebody tell me, Ray Wilson, you're 9-way up the nose or needle?
I think it's a needle. Alicia, what's your 10-way?
There you go.
Shots. See?
Shots. That's one of those sounds I need. Shots.
Shots.
Yep. I got all these stupid sound things there. I never use them. I never think to.
Yeah.
And then some of them don't.
I think it's good we talk too much. I don't know why. I mean, I'm your co-host. I don't know why you haven't used that one before.
Bordetella is the only nasal we have done. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, our Bordetella is oral. And it's so funny because, you know, sometimes they'll give it to the dog and they'll give him like this much. I hate that thumbs up thing. You give him like this much and like half of it runs out of their mouth. And he's like, you only need Mac. You got to be on the Mac, bro. Apparently you only need a few drops of it to actually work. Yeah. But you know, so if it runs out,
PC user here.
that's right, loser.
Yeah.
What
I know.
your whelping box consists of? Do you easy whelp box or swimming pool? I am an easy whelper.
Easy whelp over here as well. 4 of them.
Because I will drag that. You know that age, right? When you come in and all the walls all the way around are covered in shit because
Yeah.
they run. Oh shit! I done activated my camera. They run around. They get into they get in a little litter box, get shit all over the paws, and then they're climbing all over the walls. And
Yeah.
that easy whelp, I just drag that some bitch outside, spray with a water hose, spray some disinfectant on it, bring it back in, boom, back to business. I love the plastic.
Oh.
Love the plastic. Heating pad or red lamp. That's interesting.
Red lamp.
You do the
Heat
lamp?
lamp.
Me
Heat
too.
lamp.
Even though
I've heard nightmare stories about heating pads. You know, and the fact that, you know, I mean, you really don't want to mix well, you know, wetness with electricity.
Makes sense.
I mean, unless you put like a water, you know, retardant layer over the heating pad.
Right.
But,
well, I have heard that, you know, some people stay away from the heating pad because it can overheat the pups.
it can also overheat the puppies. Yeah.
I use a red lamp. Let me see with this one. I use a red lamp because dehydration in puppies. So you have to be careful to always keep thermometer in the whelping box. That's good stuff. Now, I'm a little obsessive. I know someone's going to be like, you're crazy. But like probably the first 2 weeks, I keep my puppies in the incubator. I do.
Temperature controlled.
Temperature control, humidity control. I keep them in there because those 2 weeks are the most critical. You know what I mean? So I keep them in a whelping box. I take them out every 2 hours to feed and let mom hang out with them for a little bit. And then I put them back in a whelping box. But after that, after the 2 weeks, then boom, they're back with mom.
Yeah, they need that, you know. They need that. Some people isolate their puppies way too much throughout their, you know, maturing. But they need that. You know, mom does a lot of things, socializations, big, you know, she's the first one to teach them to stop fucking biting, you know. So
And sometimes
just the nurturing.
sometimes the moms are crazy.
Yeah.
That's some really good moms that like I could be like, hey, good luck. I'll come back and see you in a couple weeks, you know, and them pups would be fine. They'd be good. And then I got some females I wouldn't leave them puppies for her with her for no amount of time.
Yeah.
What everyone using when you have to hand feed puppies? You do the hand.
I always butcher the name of this recipe.
Mm.
Lee. I want to call it like Lee's Burger Cheese, but Leem's, whatever the fuck it's called. That one, the L recipe. That's what
Yeah.
Samantha makes, and she puts a little puppy support in there, and yeah, it seems to work really well
So you're doing
when
that.
you have to
I
supplement.
wish I would have known. I would have had one, but they have.
Leesburg, I think it's called.
So we do the syringe too, and then we don't have that. We just do the milk replacer, but we do a syringe, and they have it's called the Miracle nipple. They'd stick
Yeah.
on the end of a syringe.
Right.
Works really good for most pups. It works really good. Like if they're wanting to latch on mom, they'll latch on that, and it does pretty good. But no, I don't even want to talk about that because I mean, if you've ever been through it, I tell you, you could ask me a question. I've probably been through it, but mom not making milk is one of my worst nightmares. And we had it, and it sucks. It sucks.
You know, I would rather take a mom. Well, I can't even. I think Samantha would rather take a mom not making milk over a mom that wants nothing to do with her pups.
Yeah.
Because at least the mom wants to clean them and nurture them, keep them warm. You know, milk. I mean, the feeding is every 2 hours. Bottle feed some pups, but then the cleaning is constant, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
Let me grab one of those real quick.
we use a pacifier that would have been so great to have a nipple for it. You know, you can make a nipple. Get
Hey, just so you know, they come in a pack of like whatever 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't even remember. So this one's dirty because after my litter's done, like I revisit this shit right before my next litter. But that is it. If it'll focus on it.
yeah.
There you go. So it just goes right on the end of the syringe, and then the pup latches on it. It actually works pretty good. It actually works pretty good. Called the Miracle.
Is
nipple.
it a twist lock?
No,
On that nipple portion, it's just slip on. Oh,
Yep.
shit.
just shoves right onto the end of the syringe.
Silicone.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then if you get good syringes like these type that don't have, see how they don't have any kind of O-ring in them or anything.
Yep. No
It's just
rubber stop.
plastic.
Yeah.
They suck. They don't work. But if
You
you
need
get
the
the kind
rubber.
that have the rubber in them,
Uh-huh.
as the puppy draws on it, you can see the plunger going down.
Mm.
Like you don't have to like shove it in there. The puppy actually draws it down after they get a good latch on it. Just
Where did you purchase that, my friend?
well, I got it from roguebullycamp.com. No, I don't know. I would assume Amazon. I would assume.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's probably the safest place to go look for one. So it's called the Miracle Nipple. I would assume Amazon.
I think Amazon's gonna start selling fucking kidneys soon.
Really?
Like, I don't know. You just if it's available for purchase, Amazon probably has it. So,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Let me see. We're gonna look for. Going to do it for the community. We're gonna look it up. All right, let's try this. Yeah, I'm ill. Oh yeah,
Oh,
I gotta do
no.
this once. We'll be good. We'll
Not
be able
that
to do
one.
it.
Sorry.
Windows.
This one.
This one. Share.
Mom's diet consists of when she's nursing. A combination of things. Some puppy food and adult food mix, some ground beef, some plain yogurt, sardines, anything really that's got calcium and fat, to help with milk production and put some weight back on her. Some mamas go through so much weight loss.
Oh yeah.
that you just want to safely pack the pounds and calories back into her.
There you go. So that's the
Check it out.
actual Miracle Nipple. These are the minis, the 10 packs, and them some bitches are not cheap. That's $44. But
10-pack though?
yeah, but if you need them, they work.
How many uses? Like, can you sterilize them?
You can, and you can wash them like in the dishwasher and stuff. After a while, what'll happen is they get kind of stretched out and they just don't hold on to the syringe anymore.
Yeah.
So at that point, I just throw them away and
so
put 'em on.
they sell these little O-rings that you can probably put on the end of the syringe and then put that over it if it does stretch
about-
out.
For the centrifuge tubes. Talking about that?
No,
The green ones?
no, they like you can buy O-rings of any size.
Just had 10 puppies. She even lost weight in her face.
Yeah,
You know what? Here's my suggestion. Give her whatever she wants.
yeah,
If she won't eat dog food and you
Yeah.
make her raw and she won't eat that, but she'll eat
Yeah.
McDonald's hamburgers, give her McDonald's
I
hamburgers.
know. Hey,
Will eat
you having prime rib for dinner? She having prime rib for dinner.
whatever she will eat. I don't like she wants chicken, other than maybe she may be allergic to it or whatever, but I really don't. In that case, I don't restrict my females at all. Like whatever
Right.
it is they want, because they're super picky. They'll blow out their coats, and that's
Yeah,
we use Oxy Mama after Oxymate, Oxy Mama, and that seems to help. I can't guarantee it. This is not an advertisement, but it seems to help with milk production.
mm. Yeah. For us, if a mama's had so much of a adverse effect to having a litter, and it just takes her forever to recoup, it's usually a one and done for us.
Right.
You
Yeah, that makes sense. Like if it's just too much on her body.
it's just too much on her body. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had who was it? I had one that took forever to bounce back. Can't remember who that was, but Precious was one, like it was 3-4 weeks after the litter was done. She
I
like
know.
she never had puppies. What puppy
Second,
kibble? Woo,
Some bullies just built different.
what puppy kibble do you like to give mom when she's nursing? I don't do the puppy kibble. Do you do puppy kibble?
We'll give her a combination of like Wholesome brand and Inukshuk with the ground beef and the yogurt and sardines and Wholesome whitefish.
Dang, y'all go crazy. I'm like,
Oh, and some pumpkin too. We'll put some pumpkin in that
Like-
shit because
get dog food.
a lot of nursing mamas, because they are constantly cleaning, they end up having the shits as well. So
Mhm.
adding some pumpkin to their diet
Help stabilize that a little bit.
helps stabilize a little bit.
No, but typically puppies, like when we start the kibble or when we start mush, it's just the kibble we intend to have them on when
Right.
you go over to hard food. So we're just grinding it up in like a turbo whatever thing, and then adding water and maybe even milk replacer in it, getting them started that way.
Yeah.
But not until when they're, that way transition them from mush to hard food or softened to hard food. It's not a different food. It's the same food.
Yeah.
So for me, it works. I missed this one. I had to clear my throat. What's everyone using for extender? That is,
Lemon juice.
Hmm? We're
I'm
using
joking.
sweet peas and a
Igloo cooler.
igloo cooler.
Extender. What's extender?
That's what you put in with the semen.
Oh, it's like okay, like maple syrup.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, let me.
The canine. What the hell is it called?
I'm looking for the one. The one. Because they have it on Amazon.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
I told you, bro. Pretty soon they can start selling organs on that shit. Watch.
But you never can. Like, if I put in... that so pisses me off. Hold on. I'll find it for you guys. Hold on. But yes.
Terrence,
Sweet piece.
we do not feed any of our dogs or females specifically any type of legume.
Right. That was humor. Sarcasm.
Oh.
Where
For the
the
I
sweet
get you
pea
now.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. It makes the semen
If you saw it,
twice as potent.
then you saw it. And then okay, so we're gonna slide over to Exodus because I think they have it.
What are we looking for?
Semen extender. And a reason I just
Oh.
for whatever reason I cannot remember the name of this shit to save my life. Wow, that's a terrible. Let's bring that up. Hold on. Boom. Here we go. So this is the next generation. That's what it says, next generation. It used to say Dr. Kinney's on it, but I don't know why it doesn't.
That's what I was thinking.
So this for 99% of everything. This is what I'm using. Unless it has to go far. And if like I have a fresh semen that I'm shipping to like say South America, like I can get it there overnight or 2-day, but I don't it's not frozen. I won't use this stuff. I'll use the mini tube stuff. But if it's domestic here in the United States, Canada, boom, I'm using this stuff and that works great. So basically what you do is you're going to mix that up. It's 120 mils, I believe. And you mix that up and then you break it down into individual small, I'll do 5 or 6 mil little tubes and then freeze them. That way.
They're already.
Yeah, that way when it's
prepared.
time to and right here
you take out what you need.
All
thaw
right.
it out. Right.
The transition between one desktop and the other. Okay. Yeah, so this stuff right here. So these little guys, they make 5 mil, 2 mil, or 5 mil, 6 mil. So then after that's all mixed up, I'll break it down into these individual things, put them in a freezer, and then when we need them, we break one out. Water bath, warm, don't go crazy, and then you're good.
Warm or lukewarm?
Well,
talking here?
I'm kind of opposed to warming it very quickly because I feel like that damages it. So I don't want to put it in hot water. Oh, look, my camera's following me. What's up?
Damn, bro. That's AI right there.
Yeah.
It's going to take over your life. Watch.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, shit.
I'm the first one. I'm like, when you get that shit ready, put it in there. Right here.
There you go.
Yeah, I want to be able
to
go,
Derek.
Recall information. Put it under your armpit. Yes. Or put it in your belt, like between your jeans and your skin. But just make sure temperature wise, don't get crazy. Because you want to do a check the temperature of the semen before. I usually check it before or after I spin it down, but I haven't pulled out the prostate fluid yet. I'll check the temperature and then make sure that my extender is the same temperature or within a couple of degrees.
Gotcha.
Do you do, let me see. Boom. Do you do multiple breedings during the heat cycle or one and done? And that depends. If I'm using my stud in the breeding, then yeah, I'm running it
4,000 times.
As many times. Like, as soon as, if she's like a 7, I'm going to run it. And 2 days later, I'll run it again. And 2 days later, I'll run it again. I mean, you can't do it wrong at that point when it's your own stud. Now, when you're dealing with someone else's stud, obviously you can't say, hey, can you send me 4 samples? He's going to be like, fuck off. No, But now you can.
I mean, he probably will if you pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. But you can ask them to split. Like if they didn't, my lights are going crazy. Oh, I'm dying.
It's the
If
AI told you.
yeah, if the stud didn't have any other breedings that day, you may be able to ask him to split it for you. That way you can keep one vial of it in the refrigerator, use the one the day you get it, and then use the other one the next day.
Some stud owners, some stud owners do, if it's a big collection and they don't have to split it, they don't have other breedings go on. Some have sent us 2 samples, one for a surgical, and then we, follow it with an AI a couple days later, or vice versa, AI and then a surgical.
Now, did they send multiple shipments? Because I'll be honest.
No, multiple shit, but samples.
Okay.
Like they'll do two vials.
Right. They
2
just
vials in one package,
Yeah. I've done I've done separate shipments because they've asked me to. But they just had to pay for shipping twice. But not typical. Usually we'll do split. We'll split it for them if I know they're going to do an AI and then they want to back run it again 2 days later. Like if they let me know ahead of time, I'll split it for them.
Yeah.
No. And the reason being, it now depends on your semen stud count, right?
Right.
But you only need 200 million viable semen to get a female pregnant, right? It's not unusual for our dogs to pull 1 billion.
Right.
So actually, if I do a collection and I send you the entire collection, I'm sending you like 4 units, even though you only need 1.
Right.
But if they don't have any other breeding that day, I'll just send you the whole thing, right? Just more the merrier. Why not? But the reality of it is you only really need 200 million to get the job done.
Yeah, because you're like talking about, I can send you a gallon with 100, or I can send you a vial with 1 million. Like what's more? What the vial is more potent. So it really doesn't depend on the amount. Of course, you need what is it? A CC to do a surgical, or not a CC, but
anyways. ML?
Huh?
You don't need an ML.
No. But it doesn't matter the amount that you're given. It matters the
quality,
potency, the quality, the motility, the head count, I guess.
Well, I mean, you can get it done with less than 200 million, and a lot of people, a lot of frozen samples are frozen at 200 million, and then but when they come back, they're not 200 million. Like you're losing a little bit.
Well, you're losing count and you're losing motility.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, any opportunity to do a breeding, fresh chilled is. I mean, the best thing to do is a side by side. Like if the stud is close enough, meet you at the vet. Pull them at the vet, do the surgical on the spot, but not everyone has that opportunity. So fresh chilled is probably your second best bet.
And I'm never opposed to that. Like if people want to come and do a side by side, I got no problem with that. We'll do the AI for you. No biggie. He'll save you. I don't know what the vet charges to do an AI. I don't know. I've never had mine do it. So
yeah,
always done it ourselves.
What's your vet charge for a surgical?
I think maybe, I don't know, to be honest with you. I want to say 500, but I don't know. I have no idea.
That's comparable. I think that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then people, with the surgical, it just depends on a female. Like you guys do it every time, right? Pretty much.
Except for these last 3.
Where you just did AIs and they all took.
Yeah,
That's what you get. That's what you get.
I know. That's what we get for half-assing.
Hmm, I know vets will do it. I know a vet
Yeah.
will split it for you. After it's mixed with extender,
You kind of just want to use it the
yeah,
way it is.
it's just kind of tough. It is because you got the extender particles in there, and splitting it for us, it's easier to split before it's spun down, right? So I have, a vial with 16 mils of everything. It's got the semen and the prostate fluid in it, right? It's easy for me to kind of mix it up and then just kind of split it between the two vials and get it even, and then put it in the centrifuge and spin it down. $3K for a surgical here. Woof. Good Lord.
Yeah, but where you live, everything's expensive. I
Girl.
mean, they charge you to breathe air in Australia.
Man.
Isn't there air tax? Like you took 4 breaths right now. That's they charge you.
Man, ain't no way. I have to go back. I missed some comments. What the impact on someone? No. Okay. What's the thumb sample? The rule of thumb of samples, how many people usually get? Typically, you're going to get one, and then you split it if you want to split. You just let the guy know before, and he'll split it. What a vet charge to store frozen samples? So you're going to have the initial charge, and every vet is different on this. So you're going to have an initial charge. And the worst part is that if your stud's having a bad day and he only pulls 200 million, they're going to charge you the exact same as if he pulls 1 billion, and they split it into 4 units. So you want to make sure he's having a good day. But then, so is the initial charge for the collection, and then they're going to split it into breeding units. So it'll be 200 million per, and then they freeze them, and there's a charge there. And then you have like a quarterly or a yearly or a monthly charge to maintain those samples. And you'll get a bill in the mail where you have to pay them, or they're going to throw your shit in the garbage.
Yeah. So just know what day garbage day is. Go to the back of the vet. You have your choice. Hopefully, write the name of the stud down and you have your pick.
Does multiple breedings increase the chance of puppies? Kind of like a dual sire or something. Well, here's the thing. Let's say she was an 8 and you said she's ready, and then you bred her. Right? Well, maybe not all, maybe the eggs weren't ready. There's something to be said about running it back multiple times. It just gives you multiple opportunities to fertilize those eggs. And at the end of the day, that's what you want. So until she's over 20, that's the weird thing. Like we talk about, hey, I breed her at an 8 and then I breed her again at a 10. But the reality of it is 3 days after ovulation, up till the point she's 20, you could technically breed her anywhere in that window. As many times as you want.
Right.
350
Colorado.
For Colorado. Nothing wrong with that.
That's surprising. Congratulations.
Have you ever used Oxymate? What? The semen size a lot smaller. Oxymate.
Maybe Oxy Stud.
Oxymate is the female. That's what you give her before you breed her. Which it also Oxymate has whatever that is in it. That stuff that I couldn't remember you said earlier. Helps with the defects. Come on, man.
Folic acid.
There we go. Folic acid. Yes, so Oxymate does have folic acid in it, which is good, and it has a bunch of other stuff too. But no, Oxy Stud, we don't use it. We used to, and I don't think it hurts a young stud that maybe needs to get his program going. But no, we don't use it.
Do you think it hurts an older stud?
I don't know if it hurts him necessarily.
But he's mature, so you don't think adding something extra.
I think, you know what I think?
Should be a functioning, healthy dog.
I think what hurts more than anything, maybe, is just not getting collected on a regular basis. I think more frequently, they get collected, the better off. Give them some break time, but like collect them once a month, once a week, whatever it is, just to keep them in practice.
I think that's with most living things, bro.
With a penis. All right. What stud supplements do you use for a working stud, if any? And that's none. That's none. We just
Good
make sure
diet,
they're fed well. We make
healthy
sure
weight.
they exercise because the flowing of blood through the nuts helps with that. So good circulation, exercise, good food, water. They do it all naturally. You just gotta,
The diet. I mean,
Good
I would
work.
think diet is probably the biggest component in that. Is a nice, well balanced, healthy diet.
Which, even though I'm opposed to it forever, I was like, I don't feed my dogs raw. All I feed them is kibble. And my wife started feeding them raw and kibble.
And now you swear by it.
No, I still wouldn't feed it to them. I still wouldn't. No. Program's too big. If I had 3 dogs, it'd be different, right? But
you just need to start. Hey, you need to start raising cattle. You got property, bro.
Like I got 20 dogs. I ain't got the capital for raw. But so
grow your own cows, bro.
Just the studs. Hey, well, I mean, raw goat. I got goats.
I mean,
just saying. They could just go get it themselves. I'll just cut a goat out in the field.
Oh,
you see Ultra Snap goat up.
Yeah, and that will conclude the Rogue podcast.
Forever.
Forever. Yeah. Yes. Roger Stout is no longer with us, folks. His wife killed him.
But no, just good food, exercise, lots of water, just all the stuff you normally do, and that generally keeps a stud in good shape.
Yeah.
Maybe as they get older, I don't know. If like your dog's starting to get up in the years, maybe
we raised rabbits for a while, and we're like, we'll just raise rabbits. I mean, they procreate constantly, so we'll have an endless supply of meat. And rabbits are way too lean to feed the dogs. I mean, you're gonna have to add shit to that. I mean, you can't just. And then chickens. We did the chicken thing and processed our own chickens, and made stews and bone broth, and that worked out for a while. But it's just so time consuming amongst all the other shit we have going on. And just it takes away from the dogs. Even though we're doing something for the dogs, it takes away from the dogs. So
that's a good question. On YouTube's, Michael says, I bred my female last Saturday and Sunday. At Saturday, the PG was at a 20 that morning, but was 17 that night. So it went down?
Well, on what?
Yeah, and that would be the other thing. Is it on a
IDEX? Is it
it was an IDEX machine, Michael?
FinCare? Is it?
So she was a 20 that morning, but later that night she was at a 17. That's unusual. I would probably lean toward that being a progesterone machine error. Because generally, unless she was really, really late, and her progesterone started coming back down after her cycle was over. It was on IDEX.
When did she ovulate?
Yeah, that would be the question.
From an AI that Saturday night.
I've had dogs that were a 5 and then 3 days later were a 20.
Yeah.
We just breed them.
But it shouldn't, breed them anyways, because it's 2-3 days after ovulation, the eggs are mature enough to accept fertilization.
And I've had dogs that were 20 plus, and we did an AI and it took. So.
Bro. We did it surgical at like 24, and she had 9 puppies.
Yeah. So I wouldn't worry too much about it.
It was also 3 days after ovulation. So
yeah. See, this my concern here with Michael was like this was like day 9 or something. You know what I mean? Day 9, 10, like toward the end of her cycle.
if she's consistent in what we deem as normal cycle, right?
Right.
Some of these, I mean, we've had a female in heat 15 days before she ovulated. Like,
Mhm.
all of these dogs are so different. You can't base what one does for the next, right? Each female has its own baseline, its own degree of fertility. They're all different. They're all unique, just like people.
Just said it was towards the end. No, so one thing I do recommend every time a female comes in, you're going to mark down, document the day she started bleeding, the day she was a 5, the day she was whatever she was the next time you tested her. And every time she comes into a cycle, you're going to document that. And the reason being is that gives you, it might not be the same the next time, but it gives you a reference. If she was a 5, 4 days after she started bleeding or whatever, and then the next day she was a 9, she moved up super quick. Historically, she may follow that same path. But if you don't have that data to go by on the next cycle, you're going to be lost.
Yeah.
So we knew when Karen,
that one.
when Karen comes in, she comes in like a rocket. Like when she hits a 5, you got 24 hours because she's going to the moon. Like she goes up quick. And then we just had a Frenchie in heat for 3 weeks before she was a 5 or something. It was ridiculous. Like she was a 0.2 for a week and a half. It was nuts.
Oof.
Same here, breed Porky at 24. Damn, Oscar put 9 pups in her. Well, I mean, she made them herself, but yes, Oscar had something to do with it.
I mean, he had at least 9 vital swimmers. At least.
That's right.
So,
you know what? I never asked that. That's so funny. Let's get the likes and shares up, guys. I just always forget to tell people, hey, like and share, like and share.
no, we're gonna start demanding it.
That's right.
Demanding it.
Don't be a hoe. Share the show.
Oh,
Yeah, you like that?
that was pretty good. That's like you must be friends with John Prom.
No,
the troll god. No,
it's another podcast I listen to. I
Oh,
don't remember his
okay.
name. I like that one. Don't forget to show some love and give a thumbs up and a share. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for the great feedback. I will start documenting. Yes, absolutely, because it's going to save you a shit ton of trouble next time around. If you miss this time, you'll know next time. Hey,
Right.
day 4, she was a whatever. So I'm going to test her a couple days early or give her a couple more days or something like that. It's invaluable information. Hey, Frenchie, calm down.
Yeah. You tell that wild beast to relax.
He's back there being a dick.
They're all dicks, bro.
I really don't. I know I'm bad, but I don't like Frenchies. Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Oh, geez. You know what?
I mean,
Let me
and I
answer.
have a very accomplished Frenchie. Holy
Right.
crap.
Yeah.
Dual grand champion before a year old. Campaigned the shit out of him.
This is a
He's just
particular
a
subject.
different kind of animal.
This is a particular subject that was going through my mind today
Ooh.
because best producer alive. I was actually thinking about that today, and I thought, is there a dog out there that has more sons that you can think of when I say his name than Golden Child? You know what I mean? There are lots of dogs that have 600-700 puppies on the ground, but they don't have there's not a dog you could think of if I say their name. You know what I mean? So the number of dogs that dog produces to me doesn't necessarily, it's the number of dogs the dog produces that hits the mark, right? That dog could only have 2 litters on the ground. But if the majority of the puppies were badass. To me, that's better.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree, because there are certain factors that lie within each honorably mentioned dog, right? The climate of the community, for one, right?
Mhm.
There are a hell of a lot more breeders now than there were 10 years ago,
Yep.
right? Social media and influence is so far surpassed what it was 10 years ago. Your reach as someone who has a kennel that wants to promote is, I mean, it's light years ahead of what it was years ago. Like, you know what I mean? So I think that all those things play a key component to the success or like notoriety of certain dogs, right?
Mhm.
But like you said, the one thing you can't deny is what it produces,
Yep. Exactly.
right? So,
Because, you know, too much in our community, there's the smoke and mirrors. I'm going to sell you the dream, right?
right,
You buy a puppy, the guy sold you the dream. You get it home, it doesn't turn out, but what do you got to do? Well, it's not the right dog. So now what I got to do is I got to try to sell everybody else the dream, you know? So
Mhm.
you could be a really good marketer and sell a ton of stud fees and put a ton of puppies on the ground and post up huge numbers, but not have a puppy worth mentioning. You know what I
Right.
mean? But at the same time, you could have a dog that maybe didn't pull huge numbers as far as stud, but he was critical in changing something in the breed because he produced a few sons that did something amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think, you know, Rocco or Grimm, either one of them could be discounted, but you know, that's where Golden Child comes from. So, but yeah, Golden Child has a ready available list. You could say Golden Child and boom, boom, boom. You can name
But see, everything
four
is so
sons.
like, you want to break it down. There's so many things that are intertwined within our breed. Line breeding, inbreeding, they all contribute to that creation of the one dog, right? Yeah, people, and I agree. Rocco is a phenomenal producer. What he is, the offspring and generations after him are proven beautiful producing stud dogs. But
Mhm.
what's Rocco without Boss, right?
Right.
What's Boss without Phenom? What's Phenom without Dax? Like,
Yeah.
what's Dax without Romy? Like, but see, Boss is line bred Dax, right? So, um, is it even Boss, right? Or should we pay homage to what Phenom did? But Phenom is a Dax son. See what I'm saying? Like, everything is so
Leads back.
intermingled. It always leads back to something, right?
Right. Well, the difference is of all the Dax sons, and Dax is a perfect example because I could say, was Dax a producer? Name some Dax sons, and you'd be like, bing, bing,
Right.
bing, 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 bing. You know,
Right, right.
all those dogs. But those dogs went on to create a look
Their
of
own
their
line.
very own,
Right.
right? So Lucky has a different look than another Dax son. You know what I mean? And they produce different things. So
Mhm.
that's just, as far as I'm concerned, you know, those dogs went on to create their own legacy. They created something beyond what their father was or did.
But is it really the dog or is it the person behind the dog?
Well, that's the other thing. It's number one, it's marketing. Can I sell you the
Right.
dream? Can I say, hey, dude, I'm just the best motherfucking stud on the planet? You know what I mean? And we've
Right.
talked to enough people now that we know that's part of it. We know that there are people go out there, even if they may fully believe it themselves, but the reality of it is a ton of people go out there and tell you, I got the baddest motherfucking stud on the planet.
Bro, it's like
That's how they market, and it works.
it's like the Billy Mays school of fucking promotion, right? Buy this fucking Oxymate. It's gonna fucking clean your shit. You know what I mean? It's like it's in your face, it's aggressive, it's there, and people that don't know how to break down a dog, people that know how to read pedigrees or look at what's proven track record, they're
Right.
going to be more in line to being like, okay, yeah, cool. He's so behind his product, I'm gonna be behind it too.
Yeah.
You know.
But and at the same time, if you look at, we'll just use, because I used Golden Child, we'll use Golden Child in the other example, is that if I tell you, hey, tell me some Golden Child sons that are notable, you'll probably be able to blast off about 4 of them, right? Maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
1,000 productions. 1,000 productions. So that qualifies. I mean, that's how hard it is to be a producer, right? It's just like a kid that grew up playing basketball and he wanted to be an NBA player, and he has about a 0.3% chance of ever making it to the NBA.
Right.
Millions of kids play basketball every day through college, the whole 9 yards, whatever it takes, and only 0.3% people make it to the NBA. So your odds of buying a puppy and it becoming popular and it becoming a producer is almost an astronomical number. Like, it's almost impossible for you to do it.
Yeah.
But it's not just what the dog produces, it's what is he bred to, because we all know it has something to do with the female.
Right.
The female, if your stud only gets bred to shit females, it reduces his ability to produce amazing dogs. Some of, the best dogs I've seen were 2 amazing females also.
Yeah.
And heat stroke.
I mean, unless you're like mad scientist about shit, and you'll look at a female who's a little lackluster, but you know what her COI is, what her pedigree consists of, that if bred to a certain male that matches her geno, that you may be able to pull out certain features. But just strictly going off pheno style breedings, you see a nice, badass, bulky, beautiful fucking stud, and your female is she lacks a little. You're probably not going to get the desired result you want.
Right.
By just breeding looks. Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to increase your chance, then you would increase your COI and try to find a stud that has all those attributes, but the genetics that complement your female as well.
Oh, because you know what? I love when someone sends me a ped and their female isn't quite what they're looking for. They want a little bit more out of her. But then I look at her ped and like her father was a monster, or her mother was a big female, and I look at that and I'm like, this breeding is going to make my stud look good, right? Because she's carrying those traits. She doesn't show them. And when you breed her to my stud, now that shit's going to match up, and you're going to get some monster ass puppies, and you're going to think my stud does amazing shit. But the reality of it is she still had to carry some of those genetics too.
Right.
It's tough otherwise.
You enhanced the genetic makeup of making that litter more bully, right?
Yeah. For me, there's only one. Some legendary females, the only one I can think of. There probably are more, but there's only one. For me, that's Cocaine Cowgirl, Coco, Sam Liam's female. She has produced standards. She's produced like micros. She has produced pockets. This bitch will produce whatever you command her to produce. You put her to the right dog and she will produce it. And that is an amazing female. If you ever get so lucky as to have a female like that. Grim daughter.
Very versatile.
Absolutely amazing female.
Yeah.
I've got to see her in person a ton, and I'm telling you, if you've seen a picture of Coco, it did her no justice.
Yeah.
She is probably bigger than most of our males. She is a fucking huge bitch. She is amazing. She is amazing. I love her to death. Love her to death. Great female.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know. I kind of stay in my tight circle, you know. So I don't go out and look too much. That's why I bring a lot of people on the shows, because I want to know what they do.
More.
I want to know stories about them. Like, I can't breed in my own shit forever. I got to be able to go outside. Rocco got the numbers. Yes, Rocco got the numbers. Groom got the numbers for sure.
Child has numbers.
Child has the numbers. I mean, that's a long lineage of boys that put the numbers down for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Shit about get myself. Let me see. Jack Smith. Yo. He's in here.
No ramps today, Jack.
No ramps for Jack. He's
Sorry,
over
man.
ramps. He's over it now.
Is he? Shouldn't
I
have brought
think
it up
so.
then. Sorry.
We got a
Jack.
lot more people on YouTube this week than we did last week.
I like it.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna have to do a giveaway of some sort and make everyone go to YouTube to qualify.
Oh,
What do you think?
yeah. 7 stud credit.
What?
I'm
Oh,
just
what?
kidding. Nothing.
7 stud credit.
A little 3D print of 7.
Mm.
No,
Man.
maybe some Rogue podcast shirts.
Or whoa. Joe Mill said, whoa. You never know. You never know. Good evening. You never know.
You never know.
I'll think about something.
Go ahead.
No, I'll think about something. We'll do some kind of giveaway. Force everyone to go to the YouTube channel. Like, they'll
Yeah.
have to be on YouTube that night. You know,
Ooh,
in the live.
I like it.
Matter of fact, I got a perfect plan, but we'll have to see.
All right.
We'll have to see
We'll
what
talk about it tomorrow.
we're going to make it valuable for sure.
I
All
mean,
right,
we
guys.
could do
well,
that. We could do that for every platform, right?
Well, we can make them jump around to all the platforms to qualify.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we'll do a Facebook one. We'll do.
Yeah.
Are we Spotify one?
I don't know. I don't even know if you
Why
can
can you do Spotify?
Spotify. I don't even know.
Mm.
All right, folks. Well, we're going to jump out of here. This man's got 3 litters to take care of. I appreciate
Not
y'all
me.
tuning in.
Samantha.
I appreciate
I
you
help.
tuning in this evening. As always, please, as a matter of fact, do yourself a favor, because I promise you there is going to be a YouTube what do they call it? A giveaway of some sort.
Yeah.
So get your ass over to YouTube, like the YouTube page, because we're going to do something, and I'm going to make it worth your while. I promise you that. So,
Yeah.
but if you listen to us, if you want to listen to us on the podcast, we're available on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, you name it. Matter of fact, all the podcast platforms, or some I don't even know of, we're on. So you can check us out there, obviously on Facebook, on my personal, on Han's personal, and on Go Rogue Podcast page on Facebook is what we would love to see. A lot of drama in the bully community today. Heck yeah. Good night, guys.
Keep your nose out of it.
That's right. Best thing you can do is stay out of it and just
Let it
don't
go.
even entertain it. Then, you know,
Right.
something we talked about tonight might piss somebody off, but it just is what it is.
Yeah. Be positive.
yeah.
Stay positive. Appreciate you guys.
Later.